Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're doing another GTA Online review from the new Doomsday Heist DLC. Now today we are looking at a very special vehicle, probably one of my new favourite vehicles in the game. It doesn't quite make that top spot, but it's really good, and I'll explain why later on in this video. But let's go onto the website and show you where you buy this thing. So you buy it from the Warstock cash and carry website, and this thing, I'm just going to let you guys know, will cost you around 5 million when it's all said and done and fully upgraded. But I personally think that it's worth the price. As you can see, you can change the colour of the interior. All of them cost the same price, and they're about 100k. It's not that much. You have a gun turret, which will cost you an extra 200k, but it'll only give you one turret. Please note that. It'll give you a vehicle workshop, so you can customise your new obtained vehicles from the Doomsday Heist, and it'll give you a weapons workshop, so you can upgrade the new weapons that were recently added in this DLC, of course. So let me show you guys a little trick that I found out, and this is by no way gonna stick. I'll just let you guys know that if you put a vehicle in the back and you drive around with it, if you go to a new lobby or anything, the vehicle will just be sent back outside or inside your facility or wherever it was from. It won't actually stay in your Avenger. But this is an easy trick. If you guys go into the vehicle workshop where you customize your vehicles, as you guys can see, you can customize them in here. That's quite cool. It's basically the same thing as the MOC. You can see you can customize them, but if you go to exit the vehicle, then that is what we want to do, and now you can fly around with the vehicle in the back and jump out of the back whenever you feel like it. So as you can see here, we have the weapons workshop where you can get the new Mark II weapons. New and old ones are here. As you can see, I've got the heavy sniper in here, and I've got the new heavy revolver Mark II, which is amazing. I'll probably have a video about that coming up soon, but let me just tell you, this thing is great. It's a great weapon. As you can see, we do have some like chairs you can sit down in here. I believe there's around 5 of them in here that you can sit down in. They're quite cool, I guess. They don't really serve much of a purpose, but maybe if you have like, I don't know, 7 or 8 people in here, some people can be on a turret, some people can be in the chairs. It's quite cool. As you can see here, the 3 turrets, I'll go into detail on that in a little bit when we're outside, because in the facility you can't do much with them. So yeah, as you can see, we also have an exit from the side here. This will just kick you out the plane. It won't send you to the cockpit, or you won't come out the back. You also have an armory here, which is basically a weapons workshop, wherever it's called. No, weapons workshop, gun locker, that's the one. And you have a wardrobe here where you could change your style. These things are all present in the old MOC. Just please note that none of this stuff is new to the Avenger. The MOC has pretty much the same upgrades. It's just a better version of the MOC, and I'll go into detail a bit later why it's better than the MOC in my opinion. So as you can see, you can go into the cockpit from the back, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And now we're outside, and I can show you guys some of the features that this car has. Not this car, this vehicle has. As you can see, we're in the VTOL mode at the moment, and this vehicle, if you didn't know already, has 2 modes. It has a flight mode and a VTOL mode. As you can see, I'm just going to drop some of the bombs so I can show you guys that you can drop bombs with this vehicle. I'm not very good at using bombs in this game, so I wouldn't really recommend putting them on there if you are short on money, but they're there if you want them, like I have done before. As you can see, we're now going into the flight mode, and this thing, let me just tell you guys, is fast for what it is. This is a really fast vehicle. It's not Hydra or laser level, but it's quite fast. I'll just put it that way. It's a lot faster than the Bombushka and the Volatile, probably 10 times faster than those 2 aircraft. This thing goes around the map really quickly, especially after the engine upgrade, the handling upgrade, and all that good stuff. Now as you can see, we're above Fort Zancudo, and we're quite high up, and that's another thing I want to mention to you guys. This thing goes up like nothing. This thing, it's, you know, with some other planes, it stops, the plane just forces down after a while because of like how high you're going, but this thing, you can just go straight up most of the time and it'll be alright. As you can see, we have Avenger services. This is where you can request engaged autopilot, which we are going to talk about now. As you can see, you change the radio, empty the hull and all that stuff, but what we want to do is enter the Avenger's hull. And now you get this little cutscene here, and your guy will walk into the back of the aircraft. Now this is really cool. Say you're by yourself and you don't have a crew to go along with you in the Avenger, you can basically still cause chaos by yourself. You just need to park the Avenger up in the sky and go into your VTOL mode, engage autopilot, and then you can shoot the cannons yourself, and this is really cool. As you can see, we're really high up, so the fires aren't even hitting the ground because we are that high up. If we went a little bit lower, you could see how much damage these things are doing, and let me just tell you, these things are amazing. These cannons are really good. As you can see, you can switch between the three different turrets. You can switch between the rear, the top, and the front mounted turret. That's really cool. You can't do that with the old MOC, I believe. So yeah, you don't even have to change seats, which is really nice, and I'm glad Rockstar decided to do that with this new Avenger. I just want to show you guys something. Now, by no ways did I find this little glitch or whatever it is, or this little trick. I will leave a link to the video in the description that I saw it from, and I recommend you guys go and subscribe to that guy. He's been uploading really good content recently. He only has about 200 subs, so same as me. But I really recommend you guys check this guy out because he is really good at uploading content on GTA 5, let me just put it that way, and he deserves a bit more than he's already getting. But as you can see, when you go into the thermal mode with like the thermal headset, you can put thermal in the turrets, and this is really overpowered in my opinion, because you could see everyone on the ground, and now it will pick up NPCs of course, but it's still really good for what you're getting. I recommend you guys get a thermal helmet if you haven't already, because this is overpowered. This is really good for use against other players. As you can see, the vehicle is still here, like I said, and remember earlier I was saying how you could jump out the back if you want to, but I'm going to show that little trick out to you guys right now. So as you can see, you don't even have to do anything, you just reverse out or start the engine and you will come out flying out the back. And this is really cool if you want to do like little montages or little films or something in the game, then you can use this with like an insurgent or pickup or something. That would be really cool to use it for, maybe doing like an army role play, I'm not sure. But it'd be really useful in that kind of situation. As you can see, the Avenger will stay up there, and a cool thing to note, if the Avenger is missing like a propeller, it will still hover in the air. It doesn't get affected by it really. Yes, if you try and fly it, it'll be a bit hard to control, but just note that you can still control the vehicle if it has a propeller missing, which is really nice on this vehicle, and I think it's kind of unrealistic, but at the same time it's a cool feature that you could do with this vehicle. As you can see, I've returned it to storage and I've requested it. Basically the same thing as the MOC, but a cool little thing I kind of found out with this vehicle, I think it spawns closer to you than the MOC, or at least has more spawn points than the MOC, because as you can see, this thing did not spawn very far at all. But with the MOC it used to spawn miles away in my opinion, and this is a lot better. So as you can see, it's repaired and all that good stuff, and now we can just go into the back like we did before. And yeah, now basically guys, I'm going to show you guys sort of an armor resistance test on this vehicle. Let's see how good against homing missiles this thing is, and let's see how good it is against bullet fire coming through the front windows. So let's just get out some weapons and let's see what it can do. So the first, I think I'm just going to use a regular pistol, and we'll see how long it takes to crack the window. Now they aren't bullet resistant, but they take a couple of hits of a gun to be able to shatter, which is really nice, and it does offer you some protection. Remember, this thing is in the air, so that is another thing to note with this vehicle. It's going to be a hard target anyway if you're flying through the air at ridiculous speeds. Now as you can see, it takes a long time if you use a pistol on this thing. It's not going to shatter until quite a while. Now we're going to use a different weapon. I think we're going to use the heavy revolver. As you can see, this thing gets shattered with 2 hits. So like I was saying earlier, the revolver is overpowered, and I'll do a video on that later. So as you can see, with a regular assault rifle, it doesn't take that long to shatter. Especially, you're not going to fire it like I am here. You're going to rapid fire the assault rifle, but I'm just slowly going bullet by bullet, and it does take quite a few hits. But if that's going really quickly like you do with an assault rifle, let me just put it this way, it's not going to last very long. As you can see with a shotgun, same sort of story here, it doesn't last very long. As you can see, this thing does take a lot of hits with homing missiles, as I'm about to show you. Now, apologies for the little cut there. My recording stopped and I had to restart another, but as you can see, I've already hit this thing probably about 3 times before this recording, and it just doesn't get destroyed at all with homing missiles. This thing is powerful, let me just put it that way. And it got to the point where I had to buy more homing missiles because this thing just wouldn't die. I think it's a little bit different with RPGs. RPGs are a little bit stronger in this game, but really you're not going to get hit with that many RPGs if you're in the sky. And if you can't evade like 2 or 3 RPGs in the sky, then I'm sorry to say you probably need to get on a different game, because it's not very hard to miss an RPG in the sky really. Or at least, maybe if you get hit once it's okay, but if you keep getting hit over and over again with an RPG in the sky, then you've got a little bit of a problem. So you're more likely to get hit with homing missiles in the air, and that is what I'm showing off here. That I don't want to do an RPG one because, let's be honest, when is that going to happen really? Unless you're on the ground or something, it's not really going to happen that often. So I thought homing missiles are a bit more realistic, as most vehicles in the game have them. Because if you have a plane behind you, or a oppressor behind you, or the Luxor or whatever, they're going to be using the homing missiles, and I just want to show you guys this to prove how strong this vehicle is. Now, as you can see, the police did kindly interrupt me, and just let me show you off a little feature. So if you go into the back of the Avenger, I believe the embassy has this as well, but you will lose your wanted level instantly, which is a really nice feature that I found out about the Avenger, and it really came in handy when I was doing this little experiment, this little test here, because I was just able to get rid of my wanted level quick as anything. I was able to restart the process of seeing how strong this vehicle is. But as you can see, this thing takes at least, I would say, around 15 hits at least. I haven't really been counting, but let me just put it that way. This thing is strong, as you can see by the gameplay. It does set on fire after a while, but the thing is, it can still fly. It's not actually destroyed yet, as you can see on the map. When you see the little logo disappear on the mini-map, then that means that it's destroyed and it's been returned to storage. Now, a nice thing to note, you don't have to pay for insurance on this vehicle, and that is why I'm doing a test of this vehicle. Normally, I wouldn't like to test out the strength of a vehicle, I just find it out online, but I just wanted to test this out for myself and see how strong this is and show you guys how strong it is. So as you can see, it even went to the extent of getting my oppressor out, because I was spending that much money on homing missiles. I just wanted to save a bit of money. So as you can see, we took the oppressor out, and it still took a long while to get destroyed with this oppressor. I believe it got destroyed then. Just then, as you see it removed from the mini-map, that is when it's been destroyed. But I'll be back in a minute, guys. I just want to show you guys the customizations of this vehicle. So here we are, guys. Another thing I do want to quickly mention, I don't think I've already mentioned it to you, and it's probably obvious by now, but you will need a facility to own this vehicle. Now, you can buy a facility for the cheapest one is 1.2, and I would recommend it if you want to own any of these vehicles, such as the Conchali tank or the Avenger, or anything else for that matter, the Chernobog or the RCV. You will need a facility to customize, not really customize, but some of them you will need to customize, but a lot of them you will just need it to store them. So you will need it, unfortunately. It is required to get vehicles such as the Avenger, but at the end of this day, it's going to help you. It's for heights, it's going to help you make money, so I would recommend getting a facility. It's probably one of the must-own items of this DLC. As you can see, customization wise, there's not that many options, but there's quite a few little nice options. Here are the turrets. I believe they cost around 200k, and they're worth, in my opinion. When you buy the 200k one that comes stock, you only get the one turret that you buy off the website, of course. So at the end of the day, I would recommend this vehicle. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It's been a long one, I know. Probably one of the longest videos on the channel. I don't think it's the longest, but probably like the second longest video on this channel. Certainly the longest GTA video, but I hope you guys did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA Online Doomsday Heist DLC content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. As I previously mentioned, this video is quite long, and I do apologise for that, but there's just so many features of this vehicle. I just wanted to get through all of them. So yeah, and it took me a while to make this video, so a like would be appreciated, as I previously stated. And anyway guys, I'm pretty sure that's it for this video. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a great day.